I really like the guitar solo at the beginning of this song because it's not only, it sounds great, but like everything David Gilmour plays, the guitarist of Pink Floyd, he always sounds great. Not only does it sound great, it's pretty easy to play. It has enough interesting little techniques in it that can challenge you. And the biggest thing is it's broken up into really nice, short little phrases that are very easy to follow and understand. So, let's take a look at it. Okay, so the very beginning bit is okay, so that's the first phrase, and I think that's kind of one of the longest ones. But anyway, so on the G, I use my second finger, and you'll see why in a second. Slide from the 2 to the 4. Okay, now your first finger can play the 3rd fret on the B string. Okay, so actually we can break it down into little tinier phrases. So that could even be the first phrase. Easy. Okay, then I use my 3rd finger for the 5th fret on the B string, then my 2nd finger for the 4th fret on the G. Did I lose track of where it was? Then the 3rd fret on the B with my 1st finger. Yeah, so that could be the next phrase. So then, okay, then we have 4, 2, 0. Okay, and you could either pick it or pull offs. Okay, that's a little challenging. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the 4th fret on the G with my 3rd finger, holding down the 2nd fret with my 1st finger. So then when I pull off, my 1st finger is already there. So then pull that off to the 0. And what I'm doing with my right hand is my thumb is touching the 3 thickest strings. These 2 fingers are touching the B and the E string. So the only string that is coming out at all is the G. So that then allows me to go and not have it go, you know, with like all these extra strings ringing. Okay, then the open D string, and that would be the next phrase. Then on the A string, slide from the 1st fret to the 2nd. So what you do is you play the 1st fret and slide up to the 2nd without re-picking, and then the D string twice. Okay? So now the whole thing and that's the first whole long line. Okay, now the next part is a bunch of 2 notes at the same time things that you have to do. Okay, they're called double stops. So I use one finger across the top 2 strings, the D and the E strings, at the 3rd fret. Okay, then I'm just going to keep my finger pressed down enough that the notes still come out, but not too much that I can't slide my finger. Okay, so you want to slide up to the 5th fret. So play the 3rd fret and slide up to the 5th fret. Okay, then what you want to do, slide up to the 5th fret and then slide back down to the 3rd. So, without picking, except for that first pick. Okay, it's tricky. If you need to, you could go, you could even do like a hammer-on to the 5th fret. So pluck the 2 3s, hammer on to the 2 5s, and then pluck the 2 3s again. So you could do that. Okay, then we have 2nd fret on the G and 3rd fret on the B string. And you do the same thing. Slide up 2 frets. So now we're on 4 and 5. We started on 2 and 3, get to 4 and 5, and then slide back down to 2 and 3 again. Okay? So that's tricky. That's definitely tricky. If you really need to, you could just pick both of them. No, you know what I would do? I wouldn't play the first pair of notes, the 2 to the 3. I would just do 4 and 5 and go down to the 2 and 3. So that's what I would do instead of, okay, if you needed to. Then the open G, and then so I'm sliding up again 2 to 3, 2 and 3 on the G and the B strings, up 2 frets to 4 and 5, then back to the 2 and 3, and pull off your 2nd finger. So what I'm doing is I'm playing that and then plucking that finger as I'm taking it off of the 2nd fret. I'm plucking the string as I take it off. So again, just take some practice. Then, so now we have the 3rd fret on the D string, the 2nd fret on the G, and slide up to 3 and 2 to 5 and 4. So now that whole line is okay? Exciting, huh? Excuse me. So now the next part, 2 slide up to the 4, just like at the beginning, and then the 3 on the B string. So the 2 and 4 is on the G. Then 4 on the G, 5 on the B string, bend the 5. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the 5 and then pushing the string. So here we are, so that the note goes up in pitch. Then the 5 on the B still. 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G, 4th fret on the G, bent up, 3 on the B, 5 on the B, the 4th fret on the G, bent up, 2nd fret on the G. So, yeah, is that right? No. Yeah, that's how the rhythm of it goes. Okay, and you can just listen to it. And then what I did at the end on that 2, at the end of that phrase, I did some vibrato, which is play the 2nd fret, and then you sort of bend it slightly over and over again. Okay? So again, it just takes practice. It's not that difficult. I know you can do it. Okay. Then, we're at the last line of the intro guitar solo. So it does the, again, that doesn't sound right. That's right. So I'll make the correction before I post all that. And then it goes to the G, which is actually the end of the rhythm part that's underneath it. And then into the verse. Okay, then there's a solo in the middle. But I think this is more than enough to keep you busy. And the solo in the middle, David Gilmour, the guitar player, is playing the notes and singing the notes. So you could just sing the notes and play the... So there you have it. Wish You Were Here and the intro solo. Fun. Actually, I have a correction. The third line in the guitar solo, and I apologize. I thought I had this all planned out, written out. I can't find a good version of this anywhere online. So I kind of copy and pasted, and it wasn't good, so I retyped it out. And when I was retyping something, I missed a little bit. So that third line, it's all correct typed out, but it's going to be now. And then the fourth line. So the fourth line was correct a couple minutes ago. Sorry about that.